Many of you who are in Susi's studio have known for a long time my take on tucking the tailbone and how I'm really not a fan of the tucking the tailbone instruction for so many reasons. Mostly because I have not seen that it actually improves anyone's function. What I've actually seen is that it reduces hip function. It does not improve core stability the way some people had thought it would. And it just doesn't really lead to progress. It leads to more pain, strain, tightness, and ache. Now, almost at every workshop when we speak about this, someone will say, well, what happens if you've got a student who has more lordosis in their lumbar spine? Now, this is not Stu's issue, but Stu's going to kind of pretend that it is his issue. So he's going to he's going to tilt his pelvis forward into an anterior tilt. He's going to have a little bit more here, right? And even though this is not an accurate demonstration, you're kind of getting the idea, right? So then the idea is if someone is demonstrating some lordosis, well, if this is an over-lordotic spine, we better tuck it and flatten it out so that it's in better alignment. Okay, let that go, okay? Now, there's a problem with this though, okay? The problem is there's an assumption that the overly lordotic spine that you're seeing or the anterior tilt of the pelvis that you're seeing is a result of the spine and the pelvis. It's as if that the pelvis and the spine woke up one day and said, we're going to move into an anterior tilt and an overly lordotic spine. What we have to remember is that the spine and the pelvis are responding to other forces in the body. So it didn't decide to do this, it responded to what was already happening in the body. So then people say, well, what do you do still? Like, well, okay, great. Now what do you do? Do we need to correct it? And my answer is this. I want to see my person move first. So I'm looking at their spine, I'm looking at their pelvis. I'm also looking at in the context of everything else that I'm seeing, their shoulders, their head, their rib cage, their legs, their feet. So if I take them into tree, or if I take them into warrior one, does their position change, or does that lordotic anterior position of the pelvis, does it remain the same? Because some people, that's just the way they are, or that's just the way their holding patterns are, and there's actually nothing to fix. So over time, if you're helping someone move more purely with fewer and fewer compensations through their hip joint and their shoulder joint, a lot of times, if that is just a holding pattern, it will actually go away. And they'll become more lightness and more freedom very naturally because the spine and the pelvis are responding again to the forces that are at play in the body. If that's generated some questions, feel free to comment below and we can carry on this dialogue. Otherwise, have a great, great, great time on your mat. Happy practicing.